It's a new day. It's new blessings. We give all praise to the Most High, man. Let's get it. Today's date is February 6th, 2026. And today, man, we lost 200. It really should have been like around 100. But I don't know what's up with this problem. But we lost around $202.50 trading Nasdaq futures. But y'all know the drill. Before we get started, I do want to do verse of the day. And today we are in the book of Jude. Jude chapter 1, very short chapter, verse 22. And this is Jude. And I think Jude is Jesus' brother because he's brother with James. So this is God's brother. But let's hear what he has to say in verse 22. And you must show mercy to those whose faith is wavering. Always be diligent because you never know what my soul might be going through. And just always having mercy because Christ had mercy on us. Even though, man, I'm full of sin. I do all these terrible things. He was still willing to die for me and pay my cost of sin. And now because of him, I'm able to go through heaven. So just having mercy upon y'all's friends, family, whatever it might be. But let's get started. Y'all know the drill. We start off on the daily time frame. And so really starting on Monday, bro, we just been distributing bearishly, bro. Swept these lows right here. We also swept these December lows. And what do we have right here? Friday, the 21st of November lows. But price failed to sweep those lows. And we also made a higher time frame sequential SMT because price did not sweep these January 2nd lows while NQ did. So that will be a bullish sequential SMT with the monthly cycle sequential SMT. So that's what caused price to distribute bearishly to tap into this 4-hour gap, which was the drawn liquidity. Because like I've been telling y'all, why do price move? For two reasons: to sweep liquidity and to fill in gaps. And what is price doing right now? To fill in that gap. So going into open, that was my original draw. I wanted to see price first manipulate downwards, tap into this 1-hour fair value gap. That's also 15-minute gap, which price did right here. And we then filling that gap right here. And we also made a 90-minute cycle sequential SMT because, show y'all right here. Because ES did not even sweep these lows or these lows, while NQ did. So that would be a 90-minute cycle sequential SMT, really a two-stage, with Q3, Q4 up daily range. So when I first seen this out open, we had the manipulation occur. I wanted to enter off right here, but as you can see, price did not offer me an entry. So what was our draw? What I've been saying going into today, that 4-hour gap, which got filled. So at the price filled in that 4-hour gap and sweeping London highs, as y'all can see right here, we swept London highs. We had manipulation, sweep liquidity, higher time frame liquidity being external, which is London high. And we also had a weekly cycle sequential SMT with Q4 and Friday. So I know Friday doesn't have a quarter. We got trade quarterly theory, but you still want to treat it as its own quarter. So as y'all can see, ES swept these highs while NQ failed to sweep these highs. So that will be confirming the weekly cycle sequential SMT. And y'all already know the drill. Since we do have a high time frame sequential SMT, that means we need a high time frame Peter rate to confirm the sequential SMT to be valid, which we did right here. So our sequential SMT was formed right here. We had the TCISD confirming the sequential SMT, which I did take my entry off right here, placing my stop loss above the high of that sequential SMT wick, targeting a 5-minute gap as a retracement back into this range. And we also had that first presented fair value gap that was formed at that 932 candle, but we eventually did get stopped out. And even though we got stopped out, our model did form again, same criteria as before. again, high time frame cycle right here. I'm gonna show y'all this right here. Notice these highs right here. What did YM do? Swept those highs. NQ did not. So fail highs, take out lows. So I did actually miss this entry, and I don't know why. I think I was just trying to focus on the ATM model, which basically is a CISD. But actually, my model did form right here over this fair value gap, which is considered a BPR. And a little quick tip for y'all: if a fair value gap gets filled in like this, and like you have an overlap of a fair value gap with that fair value gap, that is a BPR. But you wouldn't expect that fair value gap that got filled in, so this fair value gap, to not be filled in because price already did its objective within the gap. So this BPR should be left open, which is treated as a breakaway gap. So my entry could have been right here off that TCISD, same criteria. Stop loss right there, 158 ticks, and again targeting that 5-minute gap, which y'all can see it actually did hit right here with the help of 10 a.m. news, which we did have today. So I mean, and it wasn't really crazy news. It was just Purelum UOM consumer sentiment and Purelum UOM inflation expectations. It's not CPI PPI. So again, price went to our objective and filled in the consequent encroachment of that first presented gap. And we could have also used this sequential SMT that was formed at open as a magneto effect, treating this as a drawn liquidity. And yeah, man. So that's pretty much it. I think going forward into just looking back at my data, because as I can see, I'm pretty much in a big old drawdown phase where I'm taking a lot of losses. I think I'm gonna minimize my risk into taking only 5 minis instead of a contract, just because the way my model works, I'm gonna take a bunch of losses. I'm already knowing, but my winners will be so big they're gonna cover my losses. So it's just amplifying that and trading on days which the environment is higher for my model to form, which y'all know that I need a lot of volatility into the markets for my model to form, because the way I trade, I am a reversal trader. So from going on to I guess the month of February, I am going to be trading on red folder news days, and if it's not a no news days, I won't trade that day. I'm only trading on red folder news days. So I hope y'all keep me accountable in the comments. But yeah, and just trading with less size and just getting that confidence back into the data, because I know it works. It's just something I need to focus on, just becoming more focused, more patient. And when I take a loss, it's cool, because every time I try to avoid a loss, I'm really avoiding success. Because if I'm gonna build a wall of success, yes, I'm gonna need my winner bricks, but I'm gonna also need my loser bricks. So I just hope y'all keep me accountable, and that's the reason I made this YouTube channel, to show y'all, because y'all go on Instagram, y'all see people highlights, but y'all really don't see the film of the life. I'm showing y'all right now my film, the film of my wins, my losses, the period where I am in drawdown. It's all just a phase, bro. And at the end of the day, I can't rely on my emotions. I gotta rely on my systems. Remember, it's systems, not feelings. So just talking to me, and maybe there's someone else that's dealing with drawdown. Just continue to be consistent, continue to execute when it presents itself. But like I said before, don't just execute when you see a model. Have context on why that system should play out, on why it should do this. I gave y'all the content of why price should go down, and it did exactly what I just did. I just had to be focused, ready to execute. Cause shoulda took a sell right here. Why didn't I? Wasn't focused. Being real with y'all. Just continue to be focused and looking for my setup, man. But besides that, I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all continue to be proper stewards at the time God has given y'all. Go out, pursue whatever you want to pursue, but don't do it for the glory of you. Do it for the glory of Him. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out, man. Peace.